Imagine knowing that a nuclear bomb is somewhere beneath the ocean, but not knowing exactly where. In 1958, the United States was deep inside the Cold War. Nuclear weapons were being carried on military missions around the world. Then, on February 5th, something went terribly wrong. A B-47 bomber was flying near the coast of Georgia. It was carrying a nuclear weapon. During a training exercise, the bomber collided with an American fighter jet. The bomber was badly damaged, and the crew suddenly faced a terrifying problem. They had to land safely, but they were carrying a nuclear bomb. The crew believed the safest option was to drop the weapon into the ocean, so they released it over the waters near Tybee Island. Then the bomber escaped the damaged aircraft and landed safely, but the bomb was never recovered. The military immediately began searching for the weapon. Ships moved into the area. Aircraft searched the coastline. Divers entered the water. For weeks, thousands of hours were spent looking for the missing bomb, but the ocean was enormous, and nobody knew exactly where the weapon had landed. The military eventually narrowed the search to an area near Tybee Island, but the bomb remained hidden. The search continued for months. Then the operation was finally suspended. The United States had lost a nuclear weapon, and nobody could say exactly where it was. But the story became even stranger. The military believed the bomb contained conventional explosives and nuclear material, yet officials could not confirm whether the weapon was capable of producing a nuclear explosion. The missing bomb became known as the Tybee bomb, and decades later, it still had not been found. For decades, the story remained one of the Cold War's strangest mysteries. The United States officially classified the bomb as lost, but that did not stop people from searching for it. Local fishermen reported possible sightings. Treasure hunters became interested in the area, and some people believed the bomb might still be buried beneath the ocean floor. In 2004, a local man claimed that he had found the missing weapon. He showed the military an object that looked like a large bomb. Officials investigated the discovery, but the object turned out to be an old piece of military equipment. It was not the missing nuclear weapon. The real bomb was still somewhere else. The military continued to maintain that the weapon had most likely been lost in the waters near Tybee Island, but without finding it, nobody could know for certain. And this is where the story becomes even more unsettling. The missing weapon was not a small device. It was a Mark 15 nuclear bomb. The weapon was more than 10 feet long and weighed several thousand pounds. It was designed during the early years of the Cold War, when nuclear weapons were becoming increasingly powerful. But there is an important detail. The United States government has said that the bomb did not contain the nuclear capsule needed to create a nuclear explosion. That means the lost weapon was not considered capable of producing a nuclear detonation. Still, it contained conventional explosives and other dangerous materials, and it remained somewhere beneath the waters off the Georgia coast for more than 60 years. The Tybee bomb has never been recovered. Today, the exact location of the bomb remains unknown. The ocean has changed since 1958. Sand has shifted, the coastline has changed, and underwater conditions make searching extremely difficult. The area where the bomb may have landed is also large, so finding it would be like searching for a massive object hidden beneath decades of sand and water. The United States government has repeatedly said that recovering the weapon is not considered necessary, but the mystery remains. Somewhere beneath the waters near Tybee Island, a nuclear weapon may still be resting on the ocean floor. It was lost during a routine military exercise. It was never recovered, and more than 60 years later, nobody knows exactly where it is. The Tybee bomb is a reminder of how dangerous the Cold War really was, because sometimes the most frightening weapons in history were not fired, they were simply lost.